Fraser.
Except for Beast. Okay, except for Beast because he's actually wearing makeup, you know?
Yeah, I always knew him as Beast.
Yeah, so a lot of people knew him as Beast, but me, I grew up loving Fraser, so... I don't know if they're going to add Kelsey Grammer, because... Look, here's my thing. When it comes to actors and actresses, and this is going to be kind of like the theme of another video I want to make, is that you have to separate the character from the actor. And the same goes with Kelsey Grammer. Because some people don't like Kelsey Grammer because he's a conservative in real life. And so automatically a lot of people in Hollywood don't like him because of that. And I think that's bullshit. Because I think Kelsey Grammer has a right to be conservative. And shouldn't hide the fact he's conservative. And he shouldn't be punished for being a conservative.
Like, it's his choice.
Yeah, exactly. And the same goes for any actress out there that's a liberal. Like, fine, I don't care. Why do you make a big deal out of an actor that comes out as conservative? So what?
Because we're living in an age where people get offended over the smallest thing.
I know. But that does happen in Hollywood. Like any conservative actor or actress, most of the time they just have to keep a low profile and not say anything because they don't want to get blackballed.
Yeah, it's like all those fucking losers that would like shout woke at the little tiniest of things.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Even though it's just for a fucking grift. It's like, oh my god, woman is main lead for Ghost 2.
Yeah.
It's whoa.
Yeah. That's the video I'm gonna make because there's been controversy about that, and I feel like a lot of it's just bullshit.
You know, what annoys me as well, like, you get those fucking far right or far left losers.
Yeah.
They see people that are like most of us here that are centrists, right? And they call those fence sitters. No, we just think both sides are fucking stupid.
Yeah. Well, that's their problem. Yeah. I'm not a fence sitter. I give my opinion about how I feel. It's just
exactly.
that
Same here.
Like, I respect the fact there's people that are liberal. I respect the fact that there's people that are conservative. That's fine. But that doesn't mean I have to be liberal or conservative. I am a moderate. That's the way I've been for years. I used to be libertarian. I guess you can say I'm still libertarian in some regards. But, for the past several years, I've shifted to being a moderate.
Yeah.
Because I just don't like extremes. I think both sides are wrong to some extent,
Yeah.
See, Fern says, OMG, I hate grifters. Yeah, I mean, both sides have their own fair share of grifters. Like, is there some stuff that's woke? Yeah. Is there things that have been pushed by DEI? Yeah. But not everything is woke, not everything.
Oh, yeah.
And just because somebody happens to be LGBTQ in real life or has certain opinions in real life, I can separate the actress from the character. You've watched so many movies and TV shows over the years of actors and actresses who you love and enjoy, who you had no idea what their opinions were. You had no idea they were conservative or liberal, or had takes that you probably don't agree with in real life, but you still enjoyed watching their performances.
Exactly.
So that's how I feel. And just because a person in real life happens to be LGBTQ doesn't mean their character in a movie or video game or TV show is going to be that way. There's plenty of straight people that played gay people. There are plenty of gay people that played straight people in movies. People are just so quick to pass judgment on the actress that's portraying Atsu. And that they're saying, oh, this game's going to be woke. It's going to be this and that. Like, was the first game? I mean, yeah, it did have some strong female characters, but it was pretty faithful to feudal Japan lore and story. And most people that actually played Ghost of Tsushima loved the game.
Yeah.
I'd also say it was very, very masculine as well, like in terms of like the story.
Yeah. And I mean, Jin was a great character, and most Ghost of Tsushima fans have faith in this game because it's done by the same studio and by the same people. Yes. Why should we expect Ghost of Yōtei to be any different, except for the fact it has a female protagonist? Yeah. So the fuck also, what?
And also, not to mention, the game's not out yet.
Yeah.
You don't know how it's going to turn out. Yeah. We only got a small tease and that's it.
Look, it's just basically people just want to bitch for the sake of bitching.
Yeah. That's what it comes down to. It's just like Fern was just talking about. It's the fucking grifters. They look for anything to latch onto. Like, it could be a nice sunny day, and they're like, oh, look, there's a dark cloud right there in the distance. That might just be a smoke from a burning house that has nothing to do with the nice day we're all having.
Yeah, like you could say to someone like, "Oh, it's a beautiful day out here, but it's gonna rain tomorrow."
Yeah, and that's the problem. So many of them have latched on to the actress and her opinions. And look, not all of her opinions I agree with. Like her opinion about abolishing the police back in 2020, I disagree with that. But does that mean I'm going to freaking boycott a video game? No, I'm not going to do that because she has an opinion I disagree with. And we don't even know if that's her opinion still because that was from 2020. If you go by the screenshots, like that was during the George Floyd riots.
And, like you also mentioned, it was 4 years ago. A lot can happen in 4 years that can change people's opinions on stuff.
Yeah.
Even a lot can happen in like a month, for example.
Exactly. People's opinions do change over time. Not everybody's, but some. And look, are there bad cops? Yes. Do bad cops need to be held accountable? Do they need to be fired from their job? Yes. But there's also plenty of really good men and women that wear the badge, that serve and protect their communities throughout the world. Okay, so I'm not going to crap on all of police over the bad actions of a few. Those should be held accountable. They should be fired and they should be punished if they merit, punishment in a court of law, But I'm not going to call for the abolishment of all police. But just because I disagree with an actress on that doesn't mean I'm going to boycott the game she happens to be a character in. Because she's acting. She's portraying the character of Atsu.
Plus, at the end of the day, if you kind of really think about it, it's a video game. Get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Atsu.
From a video game to a TV show to a movie, like I said, over the past several years and decades, for as long as all of us have been watching these shows or playing video games with actors portraying these characters, loving these actors and actresses, a lot of them, you really don't know their opinions about things. And if you did, you'd probably find something that they've said or opinion they have that you would disagree with. Does that take away the fact that they're good performers? And does it take away from the character that you enjoy from this movie, TV show, or video game that they played in? No. And that's why I'm not going to jump on board with calling for a boycott or canceling of Ghosts of Yōtei because of some people's opinions about the actress. I'm sick and tired of both sides canceling each other. That needs to stop.
It's stupid.
Just like with Gina Carano. Gina Carano deserved not to be canceled. She deserved to keep her job. I don't think Gina deserved to be canceled or fired, and I don't think the actress that's playing Atsu deserves to be canceled either. So yeah, that's pretty much my opinion about the actress that plays Atsu. I have no problem with the actress, even if I disagree with her on some things. It's fine. Some people were even talking about her haircut in real life. I'm like, what?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Now that's just like looking for scraps at that point.
She's not gonna.
Well,
her character's not
do.
gonna have the same
They
fucking haircut because that
overanalyze.
wasn't a style in 1603 Japan, you moron.
Like, of course she's not gonna fucking look like that in the game.
Look, here's the thing, right? I don't care, right, what her opinions are, what her hair color is, or style, whatever. All I care about is her performance in the game. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously Sucker Punch hired her because they probably did this thing called auditions. And they probably had several actresses audition for the role. And they decided after all those auditions that she was the right one for the job. I think her name's Erika Ishii. If I'm mispronouncing her name, I do apologize to Erika. I don't mean to intentionally mispronounce names. But they obviously thought that Erika was the right person to play the role of Atsu. We know very little about Atsu. She's obviously a Ronin that's going to become the next ghost. She's not a samurai, and some people were saying that. Yeah, is Ronin kind of a samurai in a way, but they're not officially samurai. She's a straw hat. Like, yeah, we know that. Women were not samurai during feudal Japan. But it's always established in this world that there are female warriors. We had Yuna, we had Lady Masako, we had Tomoa. All three of those characters were in Ghost of Tsushima. And most people did not have a problem with any of those characters. And this is 300 years later with the female Ronin that's going to be, like I said, become the new ghost. I have no issue with it.
Like, I find it funny, right? Those characters you just mentioned in Ghost of Tsushima, no one said anything.
No.
Then the new Ghost game comes out and everyone goes apeshit.
Yeah.
Well, here's why. It's because idiots like those don't like playing chicks in a game.
You know
Or
what's
being
actually
forced to.
what's actually funny is Destiny. I'll give you like I'll pull out like a funny little like trump card for this. A lot of those grifters, they boast about like, oh, we love female characters. Oh, we love Jill Valentine, for example, from Resident Evil. Oh, we love female characters, but now so all of a sudden it's a problem seeing a female holding like a sword or a gun or something. It's like fucking hell.
Exactly.
It's a very small percentage of gamers that have this issue. Well, they're male gamers that don't like female characters. And I ran into this years ago with some dude that was like a guest on the ACG podcast back when I was on the ACG podcast. Still around, by the way. Carrick does an amazing job with ACG. But there was one guest years ago that did not like playing female characters. And for the record, he has that right. He has a right not to play a video game if it happens to have a female character. I disagree with his opinion on that. I think it's stupid because you're denying yourself some pretty amazing games that happen to have a female protagonist. And that includes this new Ghost game. But unfortunately, there are some people that have that opinion. And yeah, they have a right not to buy the game or play the game. But they only make themselves look bad by choosing to miss out because the protagonist of Ghost of Yōtei is going to be female. Like, I'm comfortable enough to be okay with playing a female character in a video game. I've played several female characters. I don't care. I just want to play a fun game with a good character and a good story.
Yeah.
That shit doesn't bother me because I'm comfortable being a guy in real life. It doesn't bother me. I have male characters in online games. I have female characters in online games. Just depends on which way I want to go with the character. And I don't even know why people get upset because there are way more. I said this in my female protagonist rant video years ago. There are way more video games with male protagonists than female protagonists. So I don't know why people get upset about it. There's like it's probably like 100 to 1 at least male to female ratio of protagonists in a video game. Yeah, people get torn up about
they
it.
need to complain about something.
Let's see, Alloy from Horizon Zero Dawn is pretty boring. Well, I mean, she's not the most interesting character, but then there's plenty of Aiden Pierce. He's pretty fucking boring. So it doesn't matter if they're male or female. They can be male and female characters can be written great, and they can be written poorly. So it can cut both ways.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited to play GTA 6. It doesn't bother me that Lucia is one of the characters you're going to play as. Not at all.
Yep.
Yeah, and also keyword being one of the characters, because the other one's a male, you weirdos.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
I think it's weird because at first when the rumors were swirling years ago about GTA 6 being a female character, a lot of people were upset about it. I was on the fence. I'm like, as long as it's a good game, as long as it's a good character that fits in the GTA universe, I'm okay with it. Well, female Sector is actually voiced by Erika as well. She voiced female Sector. And look, for the record, I'm gonna say this. I think it's stupid that they I don't like it when they swap characters. Okay, I think that's dumb. Unless it's a multiverse thing where you have a Miles Morales, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, that's okay. Our different Green Lanterns, like Hal Jordan, John Stewart, Kyle Rayner, and all the other Green Lanterns, I'm cool with that. But to switch a quick character, swap a character for the sake of swapping characters, that's stupid. I don't have a problem with Erika in this regard, but I think that they could have created another cybernetic character for her to play as. So yeah, to the channels that are just looking for a reason to hate on Ghost of Yōtei because the character is female or because you don't like their opinions in real life or you don't like their like life choices or the fact that they say all pronouns, which means you can call her she and her, then come on. It doesn't mean that Ghost of Yōtei is going to be woke. All right. Just look at the track record of Sucker Punch. Look how well they handled Ghost of Tsushima. It's the same team. It's the same company. They will honor Jin's legacy and his memory in Ghost of Yōtei. So I have faith in Sucker Punch. And even if I disagree with the actress's opinions on some things, I can separate the actress from the character of Atsu. And I think that's what we need to get back to. Civil discourse, disagreeing with each other, and no longer canceling one another because you happen to disagree with somebody's opinion. Unless it's like an extreme opinion, right? I just hope we get back to a place eventually where we can just simply have civil disagreements on things. And at the end of the day, just with all those fails, agree to disagree, move the fuck on. That's how I feel. So no, I don't think the Ghost of Yōtei is going to be woke. I don't think it's going to be DEI. I mean, it's set in feudal Japan, for crying out loud. And by the way, it's around the same time as Shogun, and I love the first season of Shogun. Slow burn, yes, but I like slow burns, like Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. I'm not going to pass judgment yet on the game or on the character of Atsu. And as a gamer who loves Ghost of Tsushima, I'm very excited about Ghost of Yōtei. And I'm sure most Ghost of Tsushima fans are as well. It's just a few out there that, of course, want to rage for the sake of raging. Probably for views. Most likely, that's probably what they're doing.